It's time to champion and celebrate being sentimental. For thousands of years, the ability to reason and think was held above the ability to feel or have emotions. Having feelings can still be considered primitive or even crazy. Being rational and logical has its advantages, but so does being sentimental. If you are a sentimental person, you might be sick of hearing about how being sensitive and emotional is a weakness, when in actuality, it can be a strength. Sentimental people are often some of the most caring and compassionate people around. Chances are you know someone who is sentimental, or you are sentimental yourself. We are everywhere. Let's explore a little more about sentimentality and signs that you or someone you know is a sentimental person. 14 signs you are a sentimental person. Number 1. They feel all of life. Sentimental people are highly conscious people. They sense everything and pay attention to everyone. They are constantly noticing the subtle differences in life, whether it's the tinge of the blue sky, or the hue of the grass in the morning. They also know when you are sad or when you're happy, and we mention it to you. Their lives are full of experiences because nothing gets past us. Number 2. They give the best gifts. A sentimental person is great at giving gifts because they pay attention to what you mention. If their friend has been talking about a new book, they will remember to get that. They have a knack for remembering important dates, and celebrating those special moments with the people they care about. How many times have you received a birthday gift that was a card with only a signature in it? I have, and let me tell you, it's not very exciting. What about those birthday gifts that make you say, wow, those are the good ones? Sentimental people want to bring out that wow in you and make you overwhelmed, so they tend to give gifts that are beyond ordinary, not necessarily expensive. Number 3. You are a good listener. A sentimental person is a good listener. They like to ask questions and find out about other people, which means they'll be more likely to remember details about their friends and family, such as important dates, likes and dislikes, and shared moments. Number 4. They are happy infectious. Sentimental people tend to absorb other people's feelings and states of mind. So, if you're having a bad day, a sentimental person will pick up on it and try to change that in you. In essence, they make great cheerleaders, motivational speakers, teachers, counselors, and even world leaders. Number 5. You sometimes feel misunderstood. Sentimental people can often feel misunderstood. They might feel compelled to hide their true feelings to avoid being judged or ridiculed. If they grew up in a supporting and loving household, this usually isn't an issue. But if they grew up hearing their parents say things like big girls don't cry or man up, don't be such a baby, it can be challenging for them to accept their feelings and emotions. The best thing they can do for themselves is to find people who love and accept them unconditionally, and let those people in to talk through their feelings. When sentimental people have a safe space to express themselves, it helps them feel better and live more fulfilling lives. Number 6. They love to celebrate. Holidays, birthdays, anniversaries, and anything else that calls for a party gets a sentimental person ignited. Moments that call for celebration and sharing accomplishments provide opportunities for sentimental folks to take an occasion and blow it up to great proportions. There's never a dull party with a sentimental person. Number 7. They are grateful. A sentimental person will value the thought and effort that goes into buying gifts, spending time together, and maintaining relationships. They will be grateful for the people in their lives who have taken the time to think of them and show they care. It's common for them to keep a gratitude journal or diary where they make it a habit to write down the things they are grateful for daily. Number 8. They easily forgive and let go. Sentimental people are feeling oriented, but they do not want to feel negative all the time. So, healthy sentimental people will look to repair relationships and let go of grudges. Ultimately, they look to forgive. Unless there is some sort of imbalance that is unhealthy and unchanging, then the sentimental person understands that relationships are more important than petty instances. Number 9. They seem to have a sixth sense. Sentimental people tend to be highly aware of others and the environment around them, which means they can sense when something isn't right with the people closest to them, even if it's just a tiny change in behavior or tone. This can be good or bad, because it means that you are good at reading people and situations, but it can also mean you are too worried about always paying attention to the happiness and comfort of others and forget about yourself. They are good at predicting the ends of books or movies. They easily notice when their friends seem upset or stressed. They make great listeners. Sentimental people care about feelings. They know that you have them too, so they want to make sure your feelings are validated and acknowledged. This may sound sappy, but one of the many problems in relationships is the lack of acknowledgement of people's feelings. Sentimental people want to make you feel secure, heard, and validated. If you have a sentimental friend, then consider yourself blessed. Just don't forget that they have feelings too and may need a shoulder to lean on once in a while. Number 10. They make the best memories. Good times need to be remembered. They need to be celebrated and felt. A sentimental person understands that time moves on and can't be turned back. The only way to keep feelings alive after the moments have passed is to create the best memories so that they're burned into memory. This is the only way to ever prove and re-experience a fantastic, beautiful, and extraordinary life. Number 11. They have trouble letting go of. Unfortunately, their need to collect memories can sometimes hold them back in life. While it's nice to keep fond memories, it can be tough to let go of the past and live a fulfilling life in the present when everything is sentimental. Being too sentimental and attached to things is a frequent behavior that, when left unchecked, can cause people to become hoarders. Number 12. They feel very deeply. Sentimental people feel their emotions very deeply. It doesn't take much for them to get misty-eyed when they're reading an inspirational book or watching a movie. This means that sentimental people can sometimes get overwhelmed by their feelings, especially if it's someone close to them. If someone they care for is hurting or in pain, it can be challenging to watch or listen without feeling emotional themselves. Number 13. Their hobbies mean a lot to them. Whether it's playing the guitar, sewing quilts, or taking pictures of nature, sentimental people tend to feel a deep connection with things they enjoy doing. This is good when they enjoy their hobby and have plenty of time to put towards it, but it can also lead to guilt if they stop enjoying it or don't have enough time or money to keep up with them. Sentimental people need to accept that exploring new hobbies and letting go of old ones that don't resonate with them anymore is a natural part of life. Number 14. They want the freedom to express themselves. They believe that everyone should be allowed to express themselves. For people who are more reserved or shy, this can come across as intense and sometimes even overwhelming. But sentimental people know the importance of self-expression, and want everyone to share their thoughts and emotions without fear of judgment. Are you a